All right, you back. We back. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. Like, share, subscribe. Help me hurry up and get to 1,000 subscribers. We are currently at 22 whenever you see this video. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Okay, so this is part two. I can't even remember what I was saying in the beginning because I was about to just end this so many different times, but this is part two. Today blame you. They blame you. Like, people will whole time do the absolute most, right? And let's just say you come out on top, or whatever, all the stuff that they were at, the antics, the games, the all the stuff. And I'm not even gonna say too much because I don't really like to get too deep into certain things. But when I tell you, people do the absolute most in the name of love, right? Or in the name of, it's really be the enemy. It really be the devil made me do it type shit, right? But it's because, I mean, I ain't even gonna get into why. That's a whole nother story. But let's just say this person, because they were not able to win. I don't know. Whatever the outcome, the desired outcome was, who knows? Maybe whatever they were trying to bring you down. What the world called it, something about deflate your ego or burst your bubble, bring you down to their level, or make you feel bad about yourself, or whatever. I can't even think of the terminology, but it's to make you feel, bring you down a couple notches, right? With the with the world card, she all up in the air like, but neither here nor there. Let's just say whatever transpired, they are now attempting to want to save face or return. And in the beginning, the last reading was like, prove to you that they can be better. Whatever, right? And you're just supposed to forgive them. You're just supposed to let them back in. You're just supposed to forgive and forget and let bygones be bygones and just whoop de whoop, right? And I was just channeling something along the lines of, y'all gonna have to forgive me. I don't know, people downstairs banging now, who's up? But it just be the stuff that transpires when you say, hey, I'm not built like that. I'm over here doing my best to just focus on me and fix my situation and doing the best I can, especially if you have children in the matter. Take care of, my responsibilities. I'm not thinking nothing about you, them. Forgive. I gotta forgive. I gotta forgive. I gotta release them. I mean, I clearly gotta do it. It's for me. You know what I'm saying? To do this work. But as far as forgiving and releasing, just allow you back in, as if, as if you about to get a whole nother chance, a whole nother shot. Like I said, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Yeah, right. But it's something along the lines of them feeling as if you would have, who knows? I keep getting, if you didn't leave, they would have never did what they did. Or if you didn't, I just had a memory, y'all. I had a memory where it's kind of funny, but whatever. I always had these situations where people would be mad that you left. So it's like, hey, just because you left, that gives them, what is it, a free ticket to uh whatever, to implement any dubious actions against, like, what is the word, when throw a temper tantrum, and do whatever, right? Because you left, because you chose to not participate, because you whatever it was, right? And neither here nor there. I keep with the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Eight of Cups, it was like you were supposed to just know. Okay, so put it like this. Let's just say if you're a woman, and I don't know, I'm just thinking to myself, like, this is what's coming to mind. They want you to stay around and just stay around and not offering you anything, not offering you anything, not offering you nothing but bubble gum, and probably a whole lot of lies and buffoonery, right? I remember somebody was like, give me some time, or give me some, what they was saying. I can't remember, because I give you some what time. Anyway, I'm just saying, I don't know, but it'll be people that's just like that think you just supposed to. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not built like that. I don't know. Maybe my anxiety or my ADHD or whatever you want to call it. It's like, oh, gotta go, right? Or my spidey senses is like, that shit don't sound right. Or I'm just not feeling the vibes. Like the energy wise is like, it's really not. It's not conducive to my my mental health or any parts of my health. It's like if this don't sound right. The reciprocation ain't there. God forbid if I'm not happy, or if I'm not getting enough attention, then this just ain't it, right? And anyway, I'm getting a whole lot of like, you were supposed to stick around. You was just supposed to sit still. I don't know what that's about. But long story short, all that to say, they're willing to turn. They want to turn over a new leaf. Okay, they want to turn over a new leaf. It's not necessarily apologize for all the stuff that they did or been attempting to do. And I mean, people have done all type of stuff, right? People have done all type of stuff. I ain't even gonna go there. But the fact that you survived, or the fact that you overcame it, or the fact that you didn't succumb to it, it's supposed to be permissible for them to come back around and like now be your friend, or now be I've seen it in movies where people are like, oh, you know, instead of keeping them as a well, no, instead of killing them, oh, excuse me the word, instead of getting rid of the prisoner, I don't know, I'll keep them as a servant. And yeah, your punishment is that you have to serve me for the rest of, and I'll treat you as a, listen, I don't know, I got a vivid imagination, but I'm getting a villain. You don't want nothing to do with them. They want to get in where they fit in and be on some, oh, please, pretty please, like part of, like maybe their life will get better if they make up with you, or maybe, just somehow getting back close to you. If I can simply touch the hem of your garment, looking at it, it's like, can we get back like we used to? Can we do some of the stuff that we used to do? And I'm like really feeling the vibe of like, no, like, you're not going back. Like, who going back? We don't go backwards. We're not going backwards. And I don't know what that's about people wanting you to go. It's not just saying backwards, but it's like, turn a blind eye to the BS. Act like none of that stuff ever happened. Can we make it like it was? Anyway, I'm about to end this because I just wanted to finish the thought. It was just the thought of something along the lines of like blaming you, and not necessarily blaming you like, oh, but blaming you like on some like, I'm not like you, I'm not built like you, and like, you hurt me, it really bothered me. Like telling you all the stuff that they never told you before, speaking all the stuff that they've never spoken before, letting it all hang out, telling you about everything. Like, but it's not the admission of guilt. It's more like trying to get you to feel bad for them. That's more, anyway. I'm just really getting the vibes is, oh, and the other thing too, it's the worst. It's like, I'm really thinking like Powerpuff Girls, that cartoon where it's like Moto Jojo. Anyway, oh, this is so sad. But he just wanted to be friends. I think he just wanted to play with them. And since they were like, I forget what happened to Moto Jojo, but I think he was like deformed or something. I can't remember what happened to him, but he turned out to be an enemy. But it was all because he just wanted to play with him or something like that in the beginning. And they weren't like on the same page. And it was like, since we can't play together, then we'll be enemies. And then like coming back around and saying, hey, well, I did all of that to you just because you wouldn't be my friend. And you looking sideways like, nah, nah, I ain't falling for it. Anyway, give me something to wrap this up because listen, Queen of Wands in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, the Chariot in the upright, and the Page of Pentacles. I think it's a little bit more than, like I said, just not, you didn't want to be my friend. This a little bit of this came out in the last reading I just did. And I don't know how y'all gonna deal with this because I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. You can forgive and forget and release and let go all you want to, right? But it's something about like they just not supposed to be around you. Like, and it's not even just about not like letting it go back to how it was. It's really like on some borderline like you can't. You could not. Like just some people, you could just never trust them. You probably shouldn't have trusted them in the first place. I keep hearing this whole thing like keep your grass cut low. Like put it like this. Some people really, and this is what I'm attributing it to because now that I'm older and I can recognize certain things and whatever, I think it's really like mental health. Mental health is very important. Okay. I know people's upbringing affects them and just a whole lot of stuff like, the stuff we went through as kids and childhood. Like now all of a sudden we're adults and we're just like really trying to work it out. And I don't think a lot of people have the best coping mechanisms or the best tools to, to help them navigate certain dynamics. I know shit. I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing the best way I can with certain stuff. And quite honestly, I'm learning some of the stuff I really don't want to deal with at all. But I do recognize if I want to get to a certain level or get to a certain space or get to a certain level of, ascension, if you will, it's like, yes, you are going to have to release things. You are going to have to come to terms with certain things. You are going to have to be the bigger person. You are going to have to all the transmute, transpire, all the things. You're going to have to do that work if that is, look, even part of it is something new that I came across just recently is decorum. Right? If you want to be able to feng shui or participate in certain realms, you're going to have a certain level of decorum, a very high level of decorum at that. So it's certain things that you may not look. I forgive and I forget, but it's like it's certain that emotion, all that, what you did to me. It's like a whole lot of stuff, baby. You're going to have to let go. You're going to have to release. Because in order to get to the next level of where we're going and what we're doing here, forgive me, I was just resting my hand. You really do have to let it go. You really do have to release. And you really do have to, like, it's something about, like, putting, okay, I just got another visual. Let you know all the stuff I be watching. Another cartoon, right? Super Mario, when at the end, they beat Bowser and they shrunk him down to this little tiny turtle, whatever he is. I think he's a turtle. And it was like, you really have to shrink them down. Anyway, they already feel shrunk down. They are shrunk down. And it's something about thinking that you over here. Anyway, I don't even want to tap into that. We're not even doing that, right? Because we got the Queen of Wands in reverse on top of the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. If I'm not mistaken, was that the last reading? Yes, that was the last reading. But the King of Wands was in reverse. Anyway, neither here nor there. Sometimes these readings blur, right? And let me hurry it before this I don't want the camera to cut off on me again. But yeah, so it's like shrunk down to size there. It's like you're having to see them as like not minuscule, but like something to feel sorry for. Like, you know how these different things is like you have to see, you know, everybody's a child and everybody's just trying to do their best and look at them as like a 6-year old version of them, and I forget what it says, but it's not like feel pity for them, but be compassionate. And but the whole thing is like release the right, like be grateful more that you survived and that you've overcome and that you're protected and guided. Nigga, I remember all the shit I went through. And I'm just saying, you're having to release that too. And anyway, takes time. And something about this world card here, though, it's just kind of like encouraging. It's an encouraging factor for you to be like mindful that you are doing the work, that it is happening, that it is working, that you are transmuting, that you are elevating, right? I don't want to really tap onto this. Excuse me. This Chariot card, because I feel like it has more to do with what's coming in and what's being afforded to you, right? And again, tapped into because you are doing the work, because the work is being done, because just because you're not able to release it and still let go. I mean, I feel like this is something you've been working on for years, for your mental health, even for your sanity, for your peace. It's like certain levels of stuff that you've had to release, that you've had to leave in the past, that you've had to continue to strive. And all the, let's just say, you could be crossing stuff off your to-do list, things that you wanted to do, going back to school or learning a new skill, learning a new craft, like just continuing to move forward and not allowing certain things to like is a heavy energy that it feels like it was meant to like I don't say make you jealous or make you feel low. I keep getting that. But anyway, I'm just seeing a whole lot of transmuting, a whole lot of not accepting projections. That's what we, what I'm saying. It's a lot of knowing who you are, having the vision, and striving for that version of yourself that that it's like having a winner's image in your mind. Even if you're having to reinvent yourself, even if you're having to continue to reassess and re-strategize, reinvent, but it's like a continual process that you're working on, and it just feels like you moving forward and you doing the work. I said this in my last reading. It's being seen, and not only I think is it being seen, it's being observed, it's being valued, it's being revered, it's being it's like show and prove yourself. Herewith saith the Lord of hosts. Not to be funny, but I get all these type of quotes and stuff in my head. By you doing the work, by you showing up, like with a level of decorum, with a level of, like I'm not playing pity pat with you. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm literally just going to move on. I'm going to do my best to release. I'm going to do my best to purge and let this go. Something about that is being admired, right? Whether these people, you'll be able to let them back in, definitely not to a certain extent. I don't think you could ever go back. The same way you can't go back to physically being a child, okay? The same way you really can't go back to physically allowing certain people to hold certain posts and positions in your life. I just don't think you're not who you used to be. And hopefully that they aren't either. Hopefully everybody, 20 years later, motherfuckers is really supposed to be some growth. It's supposed to have happened. Look, who am I, right? Anyway, digress. But that is it. That is all. What I do want to say is, Like it's certain things about not allowing the projections to land. I think you've been doing a good job at that. Like you still got some stuff that you're working on as far as your what is it? I say your sense of identity, but like learning the boundaries, learning the nuances, learning this way of life. Like, okay, what did there you go. You might be asking yourself, what would Mother Teresa do? Maybe that's something you want to ask. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and cut this off here. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know if this resonates. What would Mother Teresa do? You know, like the little thing, the little bracelets people used to have to say, what would Jesus do? Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, people like, well, would you leave me out in the cold? And, you know, I'm not going to answer that. I'm just going to say, again, continue to focus on you. Continue to do the work. Continue to bring it up and release it. Continue to let it go. Continue to just, I think if we can somehow, there we go. That's the thing that came to observe unobjectively. Observe a thing, but observe it in a fashion that you're detached, so so you don't feel so close to the issue. You know, like simply just observe it. Detach your emotions, detach your feelings. You know, realize that you're not in the situation anymore. Realize that you did make it out. Realize that you are better. Realize that it's like really having to reshape or reframe some of these things that took place, or some of the people that, you know, like really having to reframe things. And maybe that's a technique that you can, because I'm looking at the cards. I really don't want to dig too deep into it because I know me. I know me. But with these being the last two cards coming out with the Chariot and the Page of Pentacles, it's like sometimes by the way that things are happening, that's your apology. By the fact that you're able to move on, by the fact that you are still, like your light's still shining, the fact that you still going, the fact that you know, I don't even want to say, I was about to say, you're not dead. You know, the fact that you still, it's like you're keeping the dream alive. You will have your 10 pentacles. I mean, your 10 of cups. And if you don't have it, it's like if you don't have it yet, you're working toward it. It's like, it's a thing where it's like, it's not on you, it's in you. And that's something that you're realizing that you've had the power all along. I don't even, I'm gonna leave it alone. And it's like not to take half of the shit that has happened to you personal. That's what I want to go with. Okay, so like, share, subscribe. Peace. Catch up with you on the next one. In the meantime, in between time, keep doing what you love.